Hi folks, and welcome to another bite-sized pod from the compliance department. I'd like to just talk to you about that infernal, horrible thing called MiFID 2 and what it's done to the advisory industry, particularly with regard to annual reviews. One particular element of annual reviews is the fund research that is now required. I have good news and I have bad news for you. The good news is that there's not much to do with regard to fund reviews, but the bad news is that it has to be done, and it has to be done annually if the underlying product is a MiFID 2 product. So let's just get the nub of the issue out of the way, and then you can focus on how to deal with it. When the FCA says you have to do an annual review of your MiFID fund, your MiFID-based fund, they mean you need to look at the risk. And they mean you to look at the risk relative to last year's risk on that particular fund. And if that risk has changed, then you need to make a decision as to whether that fund stays in or stays out, because it might or might not be suitable for a client or the portfolio that is in, that kind of thing. In doing so, you will use whatever you like. The FCA doesn't define risk, so it's up to you to make that decision. You can use one of the researchers' ratings tools if you like. You can use one of the risk-based ratios. It's up to you to decide. You just stick to it and you go along as far as that's concerned. Just as a heads up, you might have a lot of funds. That might take up a lot of time for you. We can help. We do have a system whereby we do risk-based reviews for vanilla funds. We also go into more complex stuff if you need us to do that. So please give us a shout if you want to. But in the meantime, like us, pass the message on, and we'll catch up with you soon.